Hello dear students, in this session we will continue with the MCQ problems. See here, I have written the question. First try to understand this. The term independent of x means in that term x should not be there. In the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n into 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power n is. Options are given. C0 square plus 2c1 square. You know this is a combination. Or C0 plus C1. C0 C1 is nothing but this is NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2. Simply we'll write this as C0 plus C1. Okay. Cn till Cn whole square. So it will be NCn. Or C0 square plus C1 square, C2 square till Cn square. Or last option is none of this. Okay. So we are finding the term independent of x in this expansion. Okay. We know the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n. What will be the expansion? See, first I will consider 1 plus x whole to the power n into 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power n. Okay. Now the expansion of this will be, what is that? NC0, right? Plus, this is the standard result. NC1 plus NC2 plus till, what will be the value here? NC0 x, right? NC2 x square. So the last term will be NCn x to the power n, right? So this is the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n. Or you can write NC0 1 x to the power 0, NC1 x to the power 1, NC2 x square. So till NCn x to the power n. So this is the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n, and expansion of this 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power n. Similar to that, NC0, right? So this will be 1 into 1 by x whole to the power 0 plus NC1 1 by x, agree, right? Plus next term will be NC2 1 by x whole square. So the last term will be NCn 1 by x whole to the power n. Yes. So this is the two expansions. Now what we have to find? The term independent of x, that means x should not be there. So these two expansions are multiplied, right? So that means each and every element I have to multiply, right? Just we'll check here. See, if I multiply first element with the first element, NC0 into NC0, it will be NC0 whole square, right? Agree? This into this. Next, if I multiply first term with the second term, I'll get NC0, NC1, 1 by x. Means the term is not independent of x. Obviously, x will be there. So, I cannot write. Is it clear? So, I am finding the term independent of x. So, whatever the elements, next elements are there, if you multiply with NC0, obviously, we'll get the value of x. So, only the term independent of x will be the first term. NC0 and NC0. So, it will be NC0 whole square. So, we are done with this. Right now, we have to multiply with this one. So, this is, see, listen carefully. NC1x into NC0. Obviously, x term will be there. Right? Second term. NC1x into NC1 1 by x. So, what happens here? X and x will get cancelled. What will get? NC1 whole square. Agree? Yes? If I multiply with the second term with the second term. So, 1 by here, NC1 x is there. NC1 1 by x is there. So, x and x will get cancelled, remaining with NC1 into NC1. So, similarly, remaining terms, anyway, here x is there, next there it will be 1 by x square. So, x remains. So, if you keep on multiplying this one, so this will be here NC2 x square. Here you can see the term will be, what is the term here? NC2 1 by x whole square, right? So, this term will be there. So, if you multiply, x square and x square will get cancelled. So, we'll get NC2 whole square. Is it clear? I hope you are getting this. Plus, similarly, the last term will be, here you can see, NCn x to the power n, NCn 1 by x whole to the power n. So, x to the power n and x to the power n will get cancelled. NCn whole square. Is it clear? So, now which option? NC, as I told you here, n is not written. C0 square, C1 square plus C2 square. So, last term will be Cn square. So, the option C. Is it clear? So in this expansion, you are finding the term independent of x. So you have to multiply each and every term and you have to check. So the answer will be option C. Next problem. Constant term in the expansion of x minus 1 by x whole to the power 10 is. So we are finding the constant term. Constant term is nothing but here x is there. So the term should be independent of x. Is it clear? Constant term. Similar to that. So I think you can try with this problem. So the first we'll write the general term tr plus 1. Better you try this problem, okay? 10 cr x to the power 10 minus r. Here c in the place of b will be having minus 1 by x. So minus 1 by x whole to the power r. Yes. So this will be equal to now 10 cr x to the power 10 minus r, and here one more r is there, minus r into minus 1 to the power r. Yes. So we are finding the term independent of x or the constant term. So this should be equal to 0. So I can write 10 minus 2r should be equal to 0, right? Then only we will get the constant term, because we don't want this x terms. The term should be independent of x, or we can say that it is a constant term. So here this will be equal to 10 is equal to 2r. So the r, the value of r is equal to 5. Right? So now if I substitute here, T6 is equal to 10 C5, r is 5. Right? X to the power will be, this is 0. And here C minus 1 to the power r is 5. So this will be, so don't leave this one. Minus 1 to the power r. So if it is a even number, fine, we'll get positive. But here we got the odd number. So it will be negative. So this is equal to minus 10c5. Find the value of this. Okay. I'm not going to find this. Minus. So answer should be either minus 252 or minus 152. Because the negative value will be this. So this is always positive. Right? Check with the option. Option either B or C. Okay. Check your answer. Fine. Come to the original term in the expansion of 2x minus 1 by 3x whole to the power 10 is. This was the appeared question in CAT. Okay. See here, you are finding the middle term. We had discussed this in the theory concept, right? To find the middle term. See the whole to the power 10 is there. Whole to the power 10 is nothing but the number of terms will be 1 more than that. Is nothing but 11 terms will be there. So 11 terms means middle term only 1. What is the middle term? Divided by plus 1 divided by 2. So it will be 6th term will be the middle term. Right? Is it clear? So 6th term will be the middle term. Now we need to find the value of T6. So let us find this. T6 is equal to n is 10 CR. Okay. And this is 2x whole to the power 10 minus r minus 1 by 3x whole to the power r. Sorry, what is the value of r? Here we have the value of r, right? Directly we can write here. So the value of r is equal to 5, and even here this is 5, right? So we are finding T6. T6 means it is 5 plus 1. So even this is 5, right? We'll simplify. This is equal to 10c5 x to the power 5, 2 to the power 10 minus 5 will be 2 to the power 5, and minus 1 to the power 5 will be odd number. So obviously this will be negative into 1 by 3 whole to the power 5. and splitting this into 1 by x to the power 5. Right? So here we can see this x to the power 5 and this x to the power 5 will get cancelled. What is remaining? Minus 10c5, 2 to the power 5, 3 to the power 5. So I can write 2 divided by 3 whole to the power 5. Yes? So answer here, not this one. Minus 10c5, yes, this is not here, sorry. So minus 10c5, 2 by 3 whole to the power 5. Option B is the answer. I hope you understood this problem. This is a simple one. Just finding the coefficients of x to the power 8 and x to the power 7 in the expansion of 3 plus x by 2 whole to the power n are equal. Then what is the value of n? Now directly can you tell me where the coefficient of x to the power 8 appears? Here in this expansion, see here, 3 plus x by 2 whole to the power n is there. Only one x is there, right? To take the coefficient of x to the power 8, obviously it will appear in the t9th term, right? T9th means r will be 8. So you'll get x to the power 8. X to the power 7 will appear in the t8th term. Is it clear? So by the given condition, what you can write? What is given now? T, the coefficient of this one, T9 is equal to, now can you tell me what is T9? NC8, right? 3 to the power n minus 8 into x by 2 whole to the power 8. Here you can see this. X to the power 8 is appears in the T9 term. And T x to the power 7 is appears in the T8. So it will be NC7, right? 3 to the power n minus 7 into x by 2 whole to the power 7. And it is given that their coefficients are equal. So since their the coefficient of x to the power 8 and coefficient of x to the power 7 are equal, so then by using that we need to find the value of n. So we'll equate that. What is equal now? NC8 3 to the power n minus 8 into 1 divided by 2 to the power 8, right, is equal to here NC7 3 to the power n minus 7 into 1 by 2 to the power 7. So these are equal. Now we can simplify. 2 to the power 7, here 2 to the power 8, so only 1, 2 will be remaining. Here you can see 3 to the power n minus 8 and 3 to the power n minus 7. When it comes here, 3 to the power n minus 7 divided by 3 to the power n minus 8, right? So we can write 3 to the power n minus 7 plus 8 when it goes up. So this and this will get cancelled. So it will be 3 to the power 1. Yes. So by using these two, I can write this is equal to 3. Is it clear? Now what is remaining here? Here remaining with NC8 into 1 by 2 is equal to 3 into NC7. Yes. We need the value of n. So this can be written as now, what we can write? NC8 divided by NC7 is equal to, so this when it goes here, 3 into 2 will be 6. Now just the simplification. Either you can go with the simplification or what you can do, just you can substitute with the options because the value of n is given. Check n is equal to 50 is possible, or n is equal to 60, or n is equal to 55. Like that you can check. Or you can go with the formula n factorial divided by n minus 8 factorial into 8 factorial divided by n factorial divided by n minus 7 factorial into 7 factorial is equal to 6. Simplify and check the answer. You have to get answer as C. Is it clear? Here C, n factorial and n factorial will get cancelled. You can simplify n minus 7 and here n minus 8 factorial is there. Here 7 factorial and 8 factorial. You can simplify this and simplify and check the answer. Answer should be 55. Okay, verify your answer. I'm not going to solve this problem. Just I'll explain how to solve and you have to complete this. In the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power n, the fifth term is 24 times the third term. What is given? In this expansion, the fifth term is 24 times the third term. That means the term, fifth term, that is T5 is equal to 24 times the T3. Right? So this condition is given. By using this condition, you have to find the value of x. So now T5 will be the value of n is 11, C, R is 4, right? X to the power 4 is equal to 24, right? T3. N is now 11, C, 2, X, 1 is there. So here this is x to the power 2. So this is given. Now by using this, you have to simplify this. You can find the value of here. X to the power 4 is there, x square is there. So this and this will get cancelled. Remaining with x square. So now the value of x square is equal to 24, right? 11c2 divided by 11c4. By using this directly, can you say the answer without simplifying this? Here see the options. Plus 2 is given, minus 2 is given, plus or minus 2 is given, and none of this is given. And here you can see this x square is there. So suppose if you get the values here too, then the possible value will be plus or minus, since it is a quadratic equation. So both plus or minus is possible, right? Just check with that one and okay, check, verify your answer and you will get answer as C. That should be plus or minus 2. This is 11C2. You can simplify 11C4. Simplify here. Square is there. So obviously we'll get it as plus or minus. Right? And the value of that should be equal to 2. Verify your answer. Answer you have to get it as C. Complete this form. This is one of the important result. In the previous session I forgot to give this one. See, whenever they ask sum of the coefficient of any term, ax plus by whole to the power n, okay, sum of the coefficients of all the terms, then to find that one, just you have to substitute the value of x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So that means you will get it as a plus b whole to the power n. This is will get by using the value of, you have to substitute x is 1 and y is equal to 1. Okay, remember this. To find the sum of the coefficients of the terms, you have to substitute the value of x as 1 as well as y as 1. Now we'll solve few problems based on this concept. Okay, see this one. The sum of the coefficients in the expansion of 1 minus x whole to the power 10 is, options are 1024, 1, 0, 10 square. See, you can check with the sum of the coefficients. You can check 10c0 plus 10c1 x plus 10c2 like that, and plus minus, because here 1 minus x is there. First it will be positive, negative, positive, negative. So you can check the coefficients. You are finding the only the coefficients. You are not supposed to take the value of x. You can check what is the value. But by using this condition, directly we can solve. What it is? 1 minus x whole to the power 10. To find the sum of the coefficients, we have to substitute x is equal to 1 as well as y is equal to 1. Here anyway the value of y is not there. So if I substitute x as 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0 to the power 10 will be equal to 0. So sum of the coefficients will get it as 0. So answer is C. Nice problem, right? So check with this if you want. NC0, 10C0, then minus 10C1 plus 10C3 plus, right? See, this is can be done as just only the coefficients I'll be writing. First will be 10C0, right? Next will minus 10C1, right? Plus 10C2. Then it will be minus 10C3. Like this, it will go till 10C10. It will be positive. So check the values. Everything will get cancelled. We'll get it as 0. Is it clear? So directly by using this equation, we have to do x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So that will get the answer as 0. That is option C. If you want to verify your answer, similar type of question was appeared in this year JEE exam. The sum of the coefficients in the expansion of. See, whenever you get sum of the coefficients, you have to remember one thing. You need to substitute x is 1 and y is 1. Right? So that is a tricky method. Directly you can find. So ax square minus 2x plus 1 whole to the power 35 is equal to the sum of the coefficient of the expansion of x minus ay whole to the power 35. Then the value of a is equal to. See, first we'll take the first equation, expansion, ax square minus 2x plus 1 whole to the power 35. Right? This is a sum of the expansion of this one coefficient is equal to x minus ay whole to the power 35. So anyway, sum of the coefficients means you have to substitute x and y as 1. So this is equal. So if I substitute x is 1, it will be a minus 2 plus 1 will be a minus 2, right? Whole to the power 35. So this is the sum of the coefficient of a first expression. This one, if I substitute x as 1, 1 minus a, the value of y is also equal to 1 to the power 35, right? So this is the sum of the coefficient of a second expansion and it is given that they are equal. So by using this, you can write a minus 2 whole to the power 35. Sorry, this is C, sorry, minus 2 plus 1 will be minus 1, right? Minus 2 plus 1 will be minus 1. A minus 1 whole to the power 35. So this I can take here plus a minus 1 whole to the power 35, right? So this is equal to 0. Can we write like this? See here, 1 minus a to the power 35 can be written as minus of a minus 1 whole to the power 35, right? So this will be minus a minus 1 whole to the power 35. Agree? So 1 minus a whole to the power 35 can be taken as minus common. A minus 1 whole to the power 35. Here this is an odd number. So it will be negative a minus whole to the power 35. When it comes here, plus a minus 1 whole to the power 35. So this is equal to 2 into a minus 1 whole to the power 35, right, is equal to 0. So 2 a minus 1 whole to the power 35 plus a minus 1 whole to the power 35. This is equal to 0. Or here only you can check what values of a are given, right? A is given, that is 3 is there, 1 is there, minus 2 and 2. Which one is possible here? Can I substitute 3? If I substitute 3 minus 1 will be 2. Is it equal to 2? 0. So 3 is not possible. Can I substitute 1? If I substitute a as 1, so 1 minus 1 will be 0. So this whole term will be 0. Right? So the value of a should be equal to 1. Is it clear? This is the answer. A is equal to 1. That is option B. Here only you can check. See, if you want you can check here. See, in this expression only you can check. You substitute the values of a. If you substitute a is 3, 3 minus 1 whole to the power 35. 1 minus 3 whole to the power 35. Is it equal? Then check with 1. 1 minus 1 will be 0. Here 1 minus 1 will be 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So option should be, answer should be B. I hope you understood this problem. The number of terms in the expansion of 1 plus 3x plus 3x square x cube whole to the power 7 is. So number of terms in this expansion. Can you tell me what is this? This is a known expansion. X cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. What is expansion? Can I write that as x plus 1 whole cube? Is it equal to this? Obviously, right? X plus 1 whole cube will be x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. So you need to understand which expression this one. So by using this expression directly you can solve. So this is the expression of the expansion of the x plus 1 whole cube and whole to the power 7 is given. Right? So this is I can write x plus 1 whole to the power 3 into 7 will be 21. Now we got it in the standard form, right? X plus 1 whole to the power 21. So that means how many terms will be there? Obviously here n is equal to 21. So number of terms will be 1 more than that. It is 22. Is it clear? Simple. Question is simple, but the thing is you need to understand which expression this is. By using that you can write. So the answer will be the greatest term in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power 10 when the value of x is equal to 2 by 3 is options 4th, 5th, 6th or 3rd. See, I hope you remember the formula greatest term in the expansion. To find the greatest term, I had given the formulas, right? To find the greatest term and the greatest coefficient. Those are different. To find the greatest term, what is that? The value of k we have to find, right? If it is k is an integer, then same thing will be there. If it is k is not an integer, then you have to go to the front. I mean next of that number, right? So the formula will be k is equal to n plus 1 mod x divided by mod x plus 1. This was the formula, right? And here the value of x is given as 2 by 3. So we will substitute this. K is now n is 10. 10 plus 1 will be 11 into the value of x is equal to 2 by 3, right? It is given x as 2 by 3 divided by mod x is 2 by 3 plus 1. We will simplify. So this is 11 into 22 divided by 3 whole divided by 3. So this is 2 plus 3 will be 5. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled. 5 this will be 4 point something. 4 point something means which is the greatest term? Obviously the next to that means 5th term will be the greatest term. So the answer is now option B. Is it clear? If we get exactly 4, then we can say that 4th term. If we get 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, it may be anything. You have to go to the next number. That is will be the 5th problem. Even this was the appeared problem. Okay. If 1 minus x plus x square whole to the power n is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square till a2n x to the power 2n, then you have to find a0 plus a2, a4 till a2n. Here we need to find this value, and here you can see this a0, a2 is there, a1 is not there. So only the even terms are there. To find this one, what we'll do is, we'll substitute once x is equal to 1. So that we'll get one expression. Okay. Next, we'll substitute x is equal to minus 1. Okay. To simplify this one, or else we won't get this term. So you have to check this one. What was asked? Based on that, you have to substitute the expansion. See here, if I substitute x is equal to 1, 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. It will be 1 square whole to the power n will be 1 is equal to, I am substituting x is equal to 1. So a0 plus a1 plus a2. So the last term will be a2a, right? And x to 1 to the power 2a. Now if you substitute x is equal to minus 1, what happens? Minus 1. So 1 minus 1 into 1, sorry, 1 minus into minus 1 will be plus 1. So this will be 2 and minus 1 whole square will be 1. So it will be 2 plus 1. So we'll get it as 3 to the power n, right? Is it clear? N is there. So 1 to the power n, no need to write. So now if you substitute minus 1, what happens here? a0 and you are substituting minus 1. So this will be minus a1, right? And this is minus 1 whole square is an even number. So it will be plus a2. Then we'll get minus a3, right? So last term will be plus a2n because x to the power minus 1 whole to the power 2n is an even number. Obviously it will be positive a2n. Now what we can do to get this term? Simple. a0, a1, a2, a3 till a2n is there. Here negative is there. So if I add these two, can I get this one? Yes, because a1 and a1 will get cancelled. a2 will be 2a2 and a3 and a3 will get cancelled, right? So by this we'll take this as 1 and 2, add 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 will be 1 plus 3n is equal to a0 plus a0 will be 2a0 plus a1 and a1 will get cancelled. This will be 2a2. So like this last term will be 2a2a. But we are finding a0 plus a2. We don't want to, right? So we'll take 2 common. So if I take 2 common, a0 plus a2 plus, so the last term will be a2a. So this term is equal to 1 plus 3n whole divided by 2. So this is the answer. Option 1 plus 3n whole divided by 2. Right? So option E. I hope you understood these problems. Okay. Solve maximum number of problems so that you will understand it better. Thank you very much.